Hi, it's Matt here from That Leisure Shop. Today we're going to look at the 4-amp electronic smart charger from Maypole. In the box is the charger itself. It's IP65, so it's water splash resistant, really handy. It comes with this plug. Now on the end there are two alternatives to connecting it to your battery. One is with crocodile clips, which is what we're going to do today. You just connect the plug together like so. It only goes in one way. And we're going to connect it up to our test battery. Positive first. Spin the clip, make sure you've got a good connection on both. Always positive first and do it without it being plugged into the mains. It also comes with something which you can permanently connect to your battery terminals and leave this hanging out of the car. It has a handy cover to stop any water getting into it, and you can then connect that up when you get back to your garage or wherever you're going to the charger. So on a motorbike or a classic car, caravan, or even any car, just leave that connected to the battery all the time. Now the charger is very intuitive. It's a maintenance charger and it's 4 amps. I'll show you how it works. I'm going to plug it in. So straight away the charger is going to detect the battery voltage. It will charge a 6 volt or a 12 volt battery, and it's determined that this is a 12 volt battery because the voltage is over 7.2 volts. It automatically knows that. It's going to charge the battery and it's going to go through various stages of putting a pulse charge into it. The first charge it does is a pulse charge like this, and it's going to bring it back up to full voltage. It's red when it's charging, it's green when it's charged. It has various other indicators too. It shows you if one of the clips is off. It will tell you if the battery has an error and it can't charge it, and it will indicate charging process as well, as you can see with the rising bars. Once it's reached 12.4 volts or thereabouts, it's going to change mode into a soft charge mode, and it's going to trickle charge the battery, and it will basically keep an eye on the voltage and keep it maintained at optimum voltage whilst it's connected to the charger. Something to note when charging a battery as well is you should always charge it on a metal surface. We're on a wooden surface. I'm only charging it for a short time today for the purpose of this video. A metal surface is much more sensible, away from anything flammable, and be aware if you're charging a lead acid battery, lead acid is very harmful. It's going to vent when you charge it, so you do get a strange smell which is toxic, so in a ventilated area is also really sensible. It's worth noting that as well as doing a 6 volt or 12 volt battery, this will charge an AGM or lead acid battery, so a leisure battery too, if that's what you need to charge up. Now going into a bit more detail, the manual is pretty comprehensive. I need my glasses to read it, unlike some manuals that Maypole have produced. So the first thing it does is detect. There are 5 stages to this charger. The first step is detect the voltage. Is it a 6 volt or 12 volt? And it will bring it up to 10.5 volts with a big charge, and then it will drop to a 1 amp charge until it gets to the battery to 12.8 volts. That's optimum, and then it goes into what's called an auto select current and bulk charging mode. So the charger will stop charging the battery but will sense it, and every 15 to 20 minutes is going to come back to life and check that the voltage hasn't dropped by 0.2 volts or gone up by 0.2 volts, and it will then charge accordingly. So if the battery voltage has dropped, it will put in a 1 amp charge. If it's dropped further than 0.2 volts, it will put in a 2 amp charge, and if further, it will put in a 3 amp charge, and it will go up to a 4 amp charge, which is basically bringing it back up to 12.8 volts. It then goes into step 4, which is the absorption charging mode, where it will just trickle a 1 amp charge into the battery to keep it maintained. And then step 5 is what's called float charging, where the charger will again detect the battery's voltage, and if the voltage falls below 12 volts, the battery fault is shown. If the battery is 12 to 13.2 volts, it will switch back to maintenance charging. So this thing is going to keep your battery alive and in good health whilst you're leaving it stored, and like a motorbike or caravan, they can stand around, or classic car, for weeks, months, or even years. I have a motorbike with one of these connected, an older version, and it's been on the motorbike for 2 years and the bike hasn't moved. I will go and start it every few months, and it starts first time every time, thanks to one of these maintenance chargers. They are brilliant, and if you want to save your battery's life, definitely, and preserve it, definitely something worth considering. And that's the electronic smart charger from Maypole. Maypole, well done. It's brilliant, really rugged, very durable, very, very easy to use, and great value.